I love the DeAndre Ayton trade. I think he works great with Luka. He's a lob threat. That's exactly what we needed. I'll show you why I think he works great with Luka. So I think he's a perfect fit for Luka because when he went to that restaurant with Rob in night one, I guarantee you he said, "Hey Rob, I want a lob threat. I want something like a Daniel Gafford." And when I was on the Mavericks, we went to the finals because I had a Daniel Gafford, because I had a lob threat, and I want someone like a DeAndre Ayton, not specifically DeAndre Ayton, obviously, because DeAndre Ayton wasn't available at the time. However, Nic Claxton was available, and as you can see, he was clearly a lob threat. Luka wanted a lob threat, so you could have gone either way with that. Nic Claxton was a lot better defensive player. As you can see, he blocked a lot more shots. The last 2 years prior to last year, he blocked 2 shots a game. DeAndre Ayton has never done that. You could always see that his motor was a lot lower. So let's first take a look at the stats for DeAndre Ayton. I'm going to look at the per 36 for each of them to keep it even. And then I'll look at Nic Claxton. So first, points, great. Rebounds, decent. Blocks, pretty low. 1. That's very low for a center, especially per 36. Efficiency, for a center, that's average to low-ish. Games played, that's not great. It could definitely be better, like I was saying, in the 50s. I would like that to be at minimum in the 60s, but hopefully he can improve that. Free throw percentage, good. For a center, that's good. 70s, 80s, I like to see that. That's the issue I have with Nic Claxton. I'll go over that in a second. Steals, great. So overall, I like what I see with DeAndre Ayton if he can improve his games played. That's why I was saying I like DeAndre Ayton the most out of all the centers. Now let's go to Nic Claxton. Now, Nic Claxton, points definitely could improve when in his normal per game, but per 36. So overall, his points could improve. His blocks, fantastic. So his defense, much better than DeAndre Ayton. Obviously, Defensive Player of the Year. 9th, so not Defensive Player of the Year. His blocks, fantastic. His rebounds could improve, but still, defense, fantastic. His free throws, that's the issue that everyone has with him. He's one of the worst free throw shooters in the entire NBA. Field goal percentage, obviously one of the best in the entire NBA. Fantastic. So 76 games, 71, 70, that's amazing. Very reliable player. So other than free throws, he is on par with DeAndre Ayton. The only difference is he's being paid $25 million a year this year, and DeAndre Ayton is getting $8 million the next 2 years. So that's the difference between the two. Also, the issue is DeAndre Ayton was already told, hey, you're our starting center. So even if we traded for Nic Claxton, we can't start him because DeAndre Ayton has Luka's agent. So how do we start Nic Claxton when we've already told DeAndre Ayton that he's our starting center? That's going to piss off Luka because it's going to really piss off DeAndre Ayton. So that's quite the issue there, and it's like the same thing with trading for Walker Kessler. It's like you have to start DeAndre Ayton at this point because we've already made him that promise. So we kind of messed up with making him that promise, but we'll have to we clearly have to trade for a second center because DeAndre Ayton's only playing 50 games. But I'll show you what the analytics are. So DeAndre Ayton, he's average. What he's great at is his offensive rebound percentage. That is fantastic. His block percentage is pretty low. His block percentage is very low. I'll say pretty low is an understatement. His block percentage is very low, but his offensive rebounding is where he is great at, and that's where he's going to excel at for the Lakers. So he is definitely going to help us in our rebounding deficiency, and will definitely improve on that. And he's definitely going to be a great lob threat for the Lakers. His defensive rating is interestingly pretty good. His offensive rating is okay. Nic Claxton wise, it's very interesting. His points per shot is 1.5. I'm going to show you how great that is. Look at LeBron's points per shot. 1.4 for his career. Steph is 1.4. He has a better points per shot than LeBron and Steph. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. And his blocks percentage is 6. Now, Hakeem, one of the greatest defensive players ever, is 5.4. Like, Nic Claxton would be the ideal center ever. Like, Nic Claxton or Walker Kessler would be my dream center, and that would be amazing, but obviously that's going to be very complicated to actually happen. But DeAndre Ayton in a realistic world is what we're having right now, and he can improve his defense if he wants to. So his rebounding definitely going to help. His points are good. His offensive rebounding percentage, okay. So we'll see if he can improve his games played. And if he can improve his games played, then everything should be fine. Let me know in the comments if you like the DeAndre Ayton signing, or if you think we should have made a trade for a starting center. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. If you want to stay up to date with Lakers news, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot so I can keep dropping more content. Thank you very much. Till next time.